For a country struggling with poverty, Nigerians have struggled to get to the billionaire status in the global standards in the past years. But one person who has stood out in the billionaire scene of Nigerian billionaires is Abdulsamad Rabiu, who is described as one of the most low-key Nigerian billionaires, as he's rarely seen flaunting his wealth on the internet or stunting on the poor Nigerians. He simply got rich by expanding his business empire, as he is a firm believer in strategy. A lot of people said this billionaire got rich by just copying Aliko Dangote. And in this video, we explore exactly how did Abdulsamad Rabiu get rich by taking after his brother Aliko Dangote, who is in a similar business model as he is. If it's your first time on the channel, consider clicking the red subscribe button and turning on the notification icon so you do not miss future videos from the channel. Now, getting on with the video. Rabiu was born on the 4th of August in 1960 and is a Nigerian businessman and philanthropist. As of 2024, he is the second richest man in Nigeria. His late father, Khalifa Isiaku Rabiu, was one of Nigeria's foremost industrialists in the 1970s and 1980s. Samad is the founder of chairman of BUA Group, a Nigerian conglomerate concentrated on manufacturing, infrastructure, and agriculture, and producing a revenue in excess of $2.5 billion. He is also the chairman of the Nigerian Bank of Industry. He is a businessman and was married to Hannatu Musawa, of which he is divorced. On the 7th of July in 2020, Forbes estimated Rabiu's wealth at $3.2 billion, putting him 776th in the Global Billionaires Club in US dollars. In January of 2022, he was reported to be the second richest man in Nigeria. In April 2022, he was reported to be the fifth richest man in Africa with a net worth of $6.7 billion. In January 2023, Rabiu was reported to have become the fourth richest man in Africa. Now, away from his riches, how did he grow up and how did he manage to amass such wealth coming from such backgrounds? Let's talk about the early life of Abdulsamad Rabiu, who was born and raised in Kano, in the northwestern part of Nigeria. He visited Capital University in Columbus, Ohio, in US, and later returned to Nigeria to oversee the family's business. This was when his father, Isiaku Rabiu, was being detained by the administration of General Muhammad Buhari for allegedly not paying rice import duties. Abdulsamad Rabiu established BUA International Limited in 1988 for the sole purpose of commodity trading. The company imported rice, edible oil, flour and iron, and steel. In 1990, the government, which owned Delta Steel Company, contracted with BUA to supply its raw materials in exchange for finished products. This provided a much-needed windfall for the young company. BUA expanded into steel, producing billets, importing iron ore, and constructing multiple rolling mills in Nigeria. Years later, BUA acquired Nigerian Oil Mills Limited, the largest edible oil processing company in Nigeria. In 2005, BUA started two flour milling plants in Lagos and in Kano. By 2008, BUA had broken an 80-year monopoly in the Nigerian sugar industry by commissioning the second largest sugar refinery in sub-Saharan Africa. In 2009, the company went on to acquire a controlling stake in a publicly listed cement company in northern Nigeria and began to construct a 900 million cement plant in Edo State, completing it in early 2015. Abdulsamad Rabiu uses his foundation for philanthropic activities. This includes the construction of 7,000 square meter pediatric ward at the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital and the construction of the Center for Islamic Studies at Bayero University, among several others. Samad Rabiu was married to Hanatu Musawa. He has 4 children and he has 42 siblings, including nephew Rabiu and Rabiu, the chairman of IRS Airlines. Abdulsamad Rabiu's journey has been a transforming journey, from transforming his family businesses into BUA Group, a major Nigerian conglomerate focused on cement, food, and real estate. His early wealth came from importing and trading commodities, but he expanded significantly by merging and listing his private cement companies into BUA Cement plc and consolidating his food businesses into BUA Foods plc, both listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Rabiu took over his father's businesses in 1983 and followed his own later as he began to import and trade commodities. He quickly built a profitable trading business, eventually expanding into steel production and securing large deals in the sector. In 2020, he merged his Obu Cement company with the publicly listed cement company of Northern Nigeria, creating BUA Cement. This move solidified his position in the cement industry, becoming one of the largest companies on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. He further consolidated his food businesses, including sugar, edible oils, and rice, into BUA Foods plc. Before we go on, I would like if you subscribe to this video and subscribe to the channel, click the like button and turn on the notification icon so you do not miss future videos from the channel even as we continue in this video. Talking about his core assets and investments, Rabiu holds significant and often majority stakes in both BUA Cement and BUA Foods plc, the main drivers of his wealth. In real estate and other interests, in addition to his manufacturing empire, he also has interest in real estate and port operations. BUA Group's operations are largely integrated, giving them greater control over their supply chains and costs. Rabiu has been known to strategically reduce cement prices, challenging market monopolies and impacting industry dynamics. He relies on a disciplined approach to businesses and making his businesses one of the largest in Africa. One of the secrets to his tremendous success is that Rabiu is a firm believer in delegation. His own pours only occasionally, but this is also because his plants run with clockwork precision in an environment that is chaotic at the best of times. He has a calm and soft-spoken demeanor, a trait which is quite frankly unconventional for someone who has fought his way through hell and high water in business. I am quiet, but I am very stubborn. If I want something, I go for it, and if I don't want it, no matter how much I'm pushed, I don't do it. If someone is stubborn, sometimes it's seen as arrogant, but I don't think I'm an arrogant person. It's also immediately clear that is a man that does not rush into things. He would rather move methodically, with clarity and position, a skill he picked up in the early days learning the ropes from industrialist father. Case in point is how he built his empire brick by brick and his early days as an importer. If it's your first time on the channel, don't forget to click the red subscribe button and turn on the notification icon for this video. In our next videos, we'll talk about BUA and talk about other Nigerian billionaires like Tony Elumelu and the rest of them, explaining how they got rich and how they built their empires. If you want to learn all of that, then this is your go-to channel for all that information. And on that note, I'll see you in my very next video.